Well, hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Renee, and I am so happy to be in the kitchen with my big beaming window. My goodness, that's bright in there. I love that thing. My window, I'm going to show you, if it doesn't mess up my lighting, okay? We'll turn you around here. It's not all the way finished, but look at that big, huge window. My camera's rocking. Look at that big, huge window. Oh, this thing is my lighting. Let me see if I can unplug this if you can see the window okay. Ah, it's dark, but look at that window. That is enormous. It looks enormous. It is the same size. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's about 3 inches longer than my other one. Let's turn this around. It's about 3 inches longer than my other one, but it's not chopped up. I love that thing. I can't wait till it's done. And this time I'm just going to order blinds so that I can open and close the blinds instead of trying to put towels over it and a blanket and, you know, goofy looking curtains. I don't like curtains in the kitchen. I like blinds. So that's what I'm going to do with that. But I'm waiting for my coffee. I wanted to yak with you a little bit. There's a couple of things that I wanted to talk to you about and let you know today we're going to have, I'm getting ready for my cooking video. We're going to have fun with that. I've got to get started with baking for my market stand. You know, I try to open that on the 1st or right around the 1st. So today with that other, not in this video, this is just a little chit chat. I'm waiting for my coffee. Grab your coffee. I can't chit chat in the pantry because it's full of everything that I need to put together and then I need to do for my freezer meals. But I wanted to tell you, if any of you have, you know, your gardens and your produce and maybe some backyard chickens, the best way to make a little extra money for your homestead is simply having a market stand. You could check out whichever state you live in. They all have a cottage law that you can, you know, sell stuff. And I don't know if you need a permit where you're at. Just do your homework. Look up your local health department and you can find the resources to your state's cottage law. Michigan, we have a nice cottage law. We've got a few requirements that we've got to follow, but with that, I can sell all my produce, I can sell my eggs, I can sell a bunch of baked goods, you know, my freeze-dried foods, dehydrated foods, my mixes, spices, cotton candy, my popcorn. I can sell all kinds of stuff, and friends, I sell every bit of it in my market stand. And I don't know, you know, there might be some of you like me, you know, my husband and I, we need to put a little bit of that money away for the winter time when times get a little bit tight, you know, during the winter. And we managed to put a nice little sum away selling all that stuff. And it's fantastic. It's a fantastic way to make a little extra income in the summertime. And, you know, hang on, I got to pour my coffee. We don't usually have a chit chat in the kitchen. If you live in a state that you can keep a market stand going all year round, like you don't get a whole lot of snow, we can't do that up here. But I do have people call me for eggs in the middle of winter, or to make them the brownies or the pies that I make, or bread. I mean, I really do sell stuff all year round, except in the summertime, it's my biggest time. I got people that live downstate that come up for the summer, and they're always at my market stand. So I do all kinds of stuff out there. And you'll see it because I'll take you through and show you, you know, my setup. I'm excited this year because I bought a brand new refrigerator for it. And my other one was so big, we had to take it all apart, you know, take the door, the freezer door, and everything off to get it out the door. This one, it'll Go right in and out the door. Perfect size for my market stand. And I always, even though I don't have to, I always fill the freezer with like breads, frozen breads, and cinnamon rolls that you can just take home and let rise and bake, you know, like the brown and serve. But I do stuff like that in there. And my cinnamon pull-apart breads, that you can do that. So I do make a nice little bunch of money out of that in the summertime. But I have to get busy baking some breads and my cookies. I sell a lot of cookies through there. My snack mix, I sell a lot of that through there. And I know I've had a lot of comments. People have asked me, what all do you sell in your market stand? Because, you know, we're thinking about doing a market stand. I sell a lot. I sell breads, rolls, cookies, cinnamon rolls, cinnamon pull-apart bread, muffins, biscuits, donuts. I do donuts, cupcakes, single-serving cakes, brownies. I sell in-season fruit through there. I sell not all my produce, but, you know, I sell produce through there. I sell spices. I sell, freeze-dried foods. I sell dehydrated vegetables and stuff like that. I don't sell anything canned. In Michigan, you can't, through the cottage law, you can't do anything home canned unless it is like jams and jellies. You can do that. And I do. I sell a lot of jams and jellies. And I sell like blueberry syrup, not maple syrup. You do need to be, you do need a permit to sell that, I believe. Anyway, I sell strawberry syrups, you know, pancake syrups. I sell pancake mixes, Bisquick mixes, all that stuff. I make everything, and I just put it out there, and it sells. Some things don't sell. I do my breadcrumbs. I sell lots of breadcrumbs, lots of croutons, you know, homemade. I sell my shake and bake mix in my market stand. All kinds of stuff, dry mixes, you name it. Anything that does not require refrigeration, you can basically sell. Now, I keep my refrigerator out there because some of my stuff, like I'll sell cold pop, I'll put pop and water out in there. And some of my produce that, to keep the critters out, I keep my refrigerator out there, and I can put a lot of that stuff in the fridge overnight, you know, and then close up my market tent. But otherwise, anything that doesn't require refrigeration. And you can make some good money. My eggs, I've always got loads of eggs out there. Last year, I sold, I did strawberries. I sold a lot of strawberries. I sold a lot of blueberries. I went and picked them myself. And I sold some out there. I sold sweet corn, all kinds of stuff. It's so fun out there to do that market stand. But anyway, I'm going to bring you along with me this year when I get ready for it. Now, like today, which isn't going to be this particular video, but today I'm going to do two different freezer meals, but four containers. And I'm also going to start with the big batch brownies. Those are so good. I can't keep up with them. So I'm going to start early, and I'm going to get a bunch in the freezer, because when you make them, too, remember, they are good up to 3 months in the freezer. So if you make them, like me, I'm going to make them, they'll probably be in the freezer maybe 2 weeks, you know, and then I'll have to replenish as I go. So I always have my market stand full of goodies. I'll bring you along. I'm going to do granola. That's another thing that I sell. A lot of granola. I'm going to be making my Big Daddy bowl of granola. I make my Big Daddy bowl full of, I call it nuts and bolts. It's a snack mix. I sell a lot of it. So I'm going to be showing you all that. So those of you who are interested in doing a little roadside market stand, first, unless you're in Michigan, because if you're in Michigan, you can sell anything I show you. But if you're in another state, please do your homework on your cottage law in your state, and you can get all kinds of ideas from me. I'll give you all kinds of ideas. It was something because when my mom was first diagnosed with cancer 5 years ago now, no, 6 years ago now, I came in off the road. I was driving semi. My husband and I were driving together. And I came in off the road to help her because when they first diagnosed her, they said she only had about, 3 months tops to live because she had bone cancer, brain cancer, and lung cancer. And I thought, oh my goodness, I'm not ready for this. So I come in off the road because we owned our own semi, so it wasn't like I had to quit a job, I just come in off the road, and I haven't gone back out because my mom fought that cancer for 5 years, and I was beside her every step of the way. And I did my YouTube. I kept up with my YouTube, but not like I do now, And so I told my husband, I said, don't worry, I will find a way to make, extra income. It might only pay the light bill, but you know what, it all helps. So I told him, I said, I'm going to work from home the best I can. I will do what I can, And he's like, he's not worried about it anyway, just go take care of mama. So anyway, that was the first year I got my market stand going. And no, it was the year after that. I got my market stand going. And little by little, I discovered what people like, what people buy, what's not a good seller, what not to waste my time on. And I wound up making pretty darn good, And it's nice because my market stand was wide open. It runs on the honor system. I just got a little can out there. You put your money in. I've never had any problem. Thank you, Jesus. I've never had any problem. But I am the type of person, if you need it, take it, I'm not going to tell you, oh, you can't have that because that's $3 and, I'm not greedy. There's not a greedy bone in my body. It was cute because one time I had a little gal out there and she's counting through she's got a bunch of change in her hand and she's counting out change and she's like, oh, I want a dozen eggs and I just need a loaf of bread and I'd love to buy some of these cucumbers, but I got to make sure I got enough money. And I said, honey, put your money away and just take what you need. That's simple. So I gave her a dozen eggs. I gave her a beautiful loaf of, I think she chose wheat bread. And I gave her cucumbers and I added a tomato in there. I said, oh, it makes a good sandwich. That bread makes a wonderful cucumber and tomato sandwich. And she was all excited over that, oh, God bless you. I said, no, consider that pennies from heaven, God bless you. So with that being said, I did a lot out there. And it's really been blessed. So if you want to do a market stand, that's a good way to make some money on your homestead. Tracy would sell, through my market stand, she would do the crocheted little towels, little hand towels, crocheted towels. She'd do some crocheted stuff. She sold it like crazy out of my market stand. I also did, I grow birdhouse gourds, and my husband and I make them into birdhouses. He drills a hole, I clean them out. I just paint them a solid color. We put a little bit of fishing line around the top so you can hang it because that is the strongest. And I put a few beads on top. So it's a solid color with a couple little beads. I sell them like crazy. I sell them for $5. They sell all day long. There's all kinds of stuff you can sell. Hanging baskets, which I don't do too much through my greenhouse. I sell some of my plants. I donate a lot. I donate every year I probably sell as much as I donate too. But I always make sure there's certain families in town that they have enough for their garden, And I don't charge them nothing. Just take it and grow. Let it grow and feed your family. Yes, I'm into feeding people. And I'll tell you what, if how I wish. Nobody goes hungry around me. That's all I can say. If I could stop somebody from going hungry, I would in a minute, you know. And people around me, if you go, it's like I used to tell my friends. I had one of my friends come in and they opened up my refrigerator and said, "What you got to eat?" I says, "Whatever you can find." I says, you walk away from here hungry, it's your own fault, you know. So that's how I am. I whenever anything goes wrong, I come running with food. Go figure, you know. And I make sure that I support my local church, Pantry, the best that I can. That's where all pretty much my tithe goes to, is them and one other place. And anytime anybody comes to me in need, I give it. You know, that's what we're supposed to do. But I do sell stuff too, and I make a nice chunk of change. So it was something I had to figure how I could stay home and help take care of my mom. Not help, take care of my mom. And make a little extra money. Because when I come in off the truck, you know, two people driving that truck, you get paid when those wheels are rolling. So, you know, we got paid the same amount. And when I come in off that truck, it put a little dent in our wallet, you know, because two people making that money, even though we owned that truck. And still, it really put a dent in there, because owning a semi is not by any means cheap. You know, we leased it is what we did, but it's not by any means cheap at all. And one person, it's hard for one person to drive that semi legal and make enough money. Two people from the same household driving a semi can roll in the money. You know, make your payments and all your expenses on it, and still walk away with a nice chunk of change. Anyway, I just wanted to have, and the other thing I want to tell you, I don't know what I was thinking yesterday in the video. It didn't dawn on me until I edited it, and I thought, gosh, how am I going to fix this? But yesterday when I made the scalloped potatoes, and I watched it, you know, on the video, I'm like, well, you put 2 1/4 cups of water in with, you know, a half cup of mix. No, it's 2 3/4 cups of water with a half cup of mix. Therefore, my potatoes, they weren't real dry, but they weren't as creamy as I thought they would be. So when I was eating dinner last night with my husband, I says, I don't know. I says, I'm going to have to change that, because 2 3/4 cups just isn't enough. It needs to be a little creamier than this, right? So after dinner, I edited my video, and I saw in there that I only put 2 1/4 cups in. And I thought, oh, well, that's what it is. 2 3/4 cups is perfect. So you can see in the video where I wrote it in there that it is 2 3/4 cups, not 2 1/4. And if you're like me and you throw an extra few potatoes in there, you can even make it 3 cups of water if you want it nice and creamy. It won't hurt it none. It doesn't hurt it to have a little more. It's better to have a little more than a little less. They were still wonderful. They're good flavor. So I made some today because I want to freeze dry them. So this morning, and you can see them here, I'll show them to you. These, let me get a fork. I can mix them up. I'll come over here by the camera. These have the right amount of water in them. See how nice those are? Creamy and good. I'm going to take, they're still hot. I just took them out of the oven not too long ago. But I am going to freeze dry them. I've got one batch of freeze dried potatoes, but they weren't with my dehydrated potatoes. They were with real potatoes. So I'm going to freeze dry them. I've got a friend of mine coming with a a gallon of milk that he wants me to freeze dry. So I'm going to put that on one of the trays and freeze dry the milk with it. Not on the same tray in the same machine. And oh my goodness, I got one other thing to show you, but I want to tell you. We saw on Harvest Right that they come out, well, they sent me an email. This was, what, a couple months ago? They come out with an extra large freeze dryer. We've got the medium one, and it's got 4 trays. And I think we can do like 7 to 12 pounds of food. Or is it 12 pounds? Maybe 12 pounds of fresh food on it. We can freeze dry. I never gave it any thought about the X large one because I do sell a lot of my freeze dried stuff. And I saw the guy that I follow him, Brian from Live Life Simple, that retired at 40. He is a gem. That man is a gem. That's all I can say. Anyway, he showed us, or he on one of his videos, he was doing milk, freeze dried milk. My freeze dryer will only do 1 gallon of milk. That's it. And this big old X large freeze dryer, I'm watching it, my husband and I, and we're in absolute awe. I mean, our mouths are hanging wide open. You can do like 5.5 gallons of milk in that freeze dryer. The trays are enormous. And I think the electric on that one is only $4 per day, you know, electricity. And your $4 for each cycle, I think, maybe. I'm not sure. Or is this $4 a day? One of them. But my husband, he's like, we got to get one of them. We got to get one of them. I'm like, we already got one of them. We just got a smaller one. He says, no, we need a big one. I want one of them, he says. He loves to freeze dry stuff. They're $5,000. I said, ours was $3,000. But they do have a wonderful layaway plan. So we most likely will be getting one, a large one. And we're going to do their layaway plan. You know, it might take a year. So what? You know, well, when you get it paid for, they send it to you. But that thing is massive. Absolutely massive. It's just beautiful. There's only, I'm not sure, it says it comes with a premier pump. I upgraded mine to the oilless pump. I love the oilless pump. There's no maintenance to it. It's nothing. I love it. I got to find out if that extra large one will run with an oilless pump. Because if it doesn't, then I won't get it. I don't want to mess with changing oil and cleaning pumps, and I just want to go in there and freeze dry it. You know, freeze dry the food, put it away, deal with the food. I don't do maintenance too well, you know, not even in our semi. I took care of all the phone calls, all the paperwork, all the accounting, everything, and my husband, you know, did the oil and all the fluids in the truck, and that was his job. So that's that. Oh boy, I'm kind of hoping we can get a hold of that, because that would be beautiful. And this time around, this summer, I didn't do it last summer, but this summer I'm gonna freeze dry some like ice cream sandwiches and Skittles and stuff like that to for snacks, and sell it in my market stand and see how it does. They had an update. I did the update on my freeze dryer for doing candy, so it gets it done faster, I guess. But I couldn't believe the size of those extra large trays. It's enormous. I think it does 48 pounds of fresh food at one time. Mine does 7 to 12 pounds. Imagine the size for 48 pounds. Those trays were enormous. I couldn't believe it. So that was, it takes my tray, or it takes 4 trays to do 1 gallon of milk. And he could do a gallon of milk on one of his trays. So That's nice. Anyway, but with that, I just wanted to tell you, oh, I do got one other thing to show you. I got goodies in the mail, friends, and then we'll be done. I just wanted to give you a quick update, just do a little bit of chit-chatting, and then I got to get busy, and we got to get to cooking. So hang on. I got a beautiful present in the mail today. I can't say who it's from, but you know who you are. Thank you so much. I just opened this up and about flipped over. Okay, she wrote me a beautiful letter. Just gorgeous letter. She sent me beautiful dish towels. Federal blue, 2-piece wonder towels. I go through these all the time. Look at, and I got striped ones. I love them. And here we go. She must have been reading my mind, because this is the thing for toast. To get toast out of your toaster. Let me get my glasses. Oh, they're there. It's toaster tongs. Well, my toaster, I always have to push up on it really hard so the toaster jumps out and then I grab it, you know. This is perfect. I love these toaster tongs. I really didn't know there was any such a thing, but I like them. And then I got dishcloths, 100% cotton. I love this. These are going to be beautiful. I got to open these up. Let's open these up. Ritz Royals. Look at those. Those are nice. They're nice size too. And you know, yes, they're 100% cotton. They'll shrink up a little bit, but not too much. These will be nice. I love these. Okay, she also sent me a desk tape dispenser. I love it. It'd go good with my stapler. I'm always using my tape. And she sent me some tape to go with it. I just love this. This is just amazing. I love it. Absolutely. And how exciting. It's like Christmas. I love goodies. She sent me, this is a stainless steel egg separator. Oh my goodness. Look at that. I hadn't opened that yet. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at the size of that. Isn't that nice? Oh my goodness. I like that. That's beautiful. Nice and heavy. Perfect. Let me put my papers. I'll put my papers back in here. And then she sent me a sauce whisk. Now, I don't know what these look like either. I know I got a couple of them. Little gravy whisks. Oh my goodness, look at this thing. Wait till I show you this. What am I stuck on? Oh, this thing. Oh my goodness. Look at that beauty. See how, look at the handle on that. Oh my goodness. And it's like a rubber on there. Oh, I love that. Look at how nice that is. See that? How beautiful. Look how big that is. And I got big hands for a woman. Yes, I got big hands for a woman. I wear a size 10 in men's ring. Ha! That's big. That's big. Because I got nice size hands. Wow, I love this stuff. Thank you so much. This is beautiful. I will utilize everything here. I love that. And the letter she gave me, I opened the box up and I did read the letter. And it's just absolutely beautiful. I am so glad. You know, I love my channel. I started it years ago to help my friends learn how to can, because there ain't no way I'm having everybody in my kitchen. You know, I had no way to teach them how to can. So I said, you know what? We'll just do it I'll just do a YouTube video. And, you know, I'll show you how to can and do all kinds of stuff on it, you know. Well, it just grew from there. And so many people have said I've inspired them to, you know, to do cooking again, to do homesteading, to do canning and baking breads. And if I inspired just one person, it's worth everything I did. I'm telling you, I love you guys. I have so much fun with you, and I can just be who I am. You know, I don't have to be like the people on TV where everything's scripted and they can't make messes and you can't make no mistakes. Oh, honey, my kitchen is my kitchen, and this is who I am. And how much fun is that when you can just be who you are? Could you imagine being in one of those cooking shows like in Food Network where, you know, everything is scripted and you got to cut a certain way and you got to say certain things, and oh my God, they'd run me out of there. Couldn't do it. I can't do scripted. I'm just who I am. You never know what I'm going to do. If I'm going to change my mind, if I'm going to make a flop, that's just real life in my kitchen, and I love it. I have a ball. And so many of you have said that in my videos, watching my videos is like sitting across the table from me or being in my kitchen with me. That's real life. You know, that's when it's real life. And when I'm doing my cooking videos, I'm telling you, the only thing that separates us is the camera. It's like it's like being live. You know, I talk to you just like you're all standing here or you're live with me. I love it. I love these presents. Thank you so much. They are beautiful. I will use them all, and my husband mostly will like this too. Will go along with my stapler right on our little desk. Perfect. What nice presents. I can't believe the size of this thing. This thing is gorgeous. And it's Pampered Chef. Oh, I feel so privileged and honored. I'm telling you, I couldn't afford Pampered Chef. No, I couldn't. I've had people want me to buy Pampered Chef, and it's like, oh my, I would love to, but I can't afford that. This is beautiful. Now I got Pampered Chef. Thank you. And this egg separator. I love how heavy this thing is. Boy, they do have good products. I've never had anything. Oh, I do got my bowl down there is Pampered Chef. The one, it's an 8 cup, and it's got, it's the one that I measured out the potatoes with yesterday in the video. That is a Pampered Chef, but I bought that in Detroit at a yard sale. When my husband and I were to Detroit, in Detroit. It was about 10 years ago when we went down there. We've gone down there several times, but this one happened to be about 10 years ago. And I found that at a yard sale for $2. Loved it. But I've never bought anything brand new from Pampered Chef, so thank you so much. I love these. I just love these. I love this. What is that made out of? Because mine are wire. I have my other ones in this. Oh, my other one's right here. This was my mother's. I have no idea where she got this one. This wired one. But I love it. This one is like, it's like a heavy, it's like, I can't even explain it. It's like rubber. It's not wire like these. I love this thing. Just amazing. But see, I got these two. I got this one from Amazon. No. I got this one at my Mennonite store because they sell the Rada products. Rada, I call them Rada. I'm Michigan with the inland accent. And I buy all my knives from there. All my knives are the Rada knives. I got this from there, but I don't know where my mother got this one from. This is kind of neat. I like this one. But man, I love this. That is, I just love that. That'll be nice. And this, my husband won't burn his fingers no more on the toaster. All right, friends. I've got to put this stuff away because we got to get busy cooking. I had to let my potatoes thaw and my other potatoes cool down. I'm going to just put those in the fridge because I am going to freeze dry them. And I had to let my green beans thaw out. But we've got 2 different meals I'm going to make, and I'm going to make 4 pans of them. I've got stuff set up all week. That's why we're not in my pantry doing a chit chat, because it's just full of stuff that I've got to put together for freezer meals. So we're going to be cooking most of this week, and I'm just putting them out when I get them done. I'll put this stuff away. I'm going to get myself ready for the other videos. And thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed your coffee or your tea or whatever it is you're drinking. I'm going to bring you along so you know I'm going to do my market stand baking in with my videos so that you see everything that I do. And one of these days, when I get ready to put my spices together and my freeze-dried stuff and my sauces and all that stuff, I'll bring you along with that with me, and I'll do a video on that too, so that you have all kinds of ideas to make money on your homestead. So you all have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching.